Hi guys, it's Miss Simon. So I wanted to make this video today to help you guys out with writing. So you guys have been doing a great job. A lot of you sent in those organizers over the past few days, and a lot of you caught up on those yesterday, which is great. That's what I wanted you guys to do. So I went in and I left you guys feedback on those organizers. Many of you had really great ideas. Some of you just needed to tweak your thesis a little bit. So now what we're going to do is we're going to write our introduction for today. So before we get started with our introduction, we're just going to kind of review some notes on expository essays and what the purpose of an expository essay is. And I would encourage you to get a piece of notebook paper and you can copy these down, and these will be your expository essay notes that you'll use to help you throughout writing this essay. All right, so let me share my screen with you guys. And then we can get started. Okay, remember that the purpose of an expository essay is to inform. So we're going to be informing our reader about something. So let me share your screen. Okay, so as we said, the purpose of a persuasive essay or expository, sorry guys, it's supposed to say expository. The purpose of an expository essay is to inform the reader on a topic, okay? So you're going to be informing them, okay? Remember, when you're writing an expository, the purpose is not to entertain, okay? This is just informing, okay? So we call our most important sentence in our essay, which you guys worked on yesterday, our thesis. It's the most important because it clearly tells your reader what you're going to be writing about. And this does so in a way without saying, today I am going to write about this, right? You don't want to talk to your reader, right? Your thesis is going to do this in a way that's going to tell the reader without explicitly saying, here, this is what I'm writing about, okay? And most of you guys did a good job of coming up with theses yesterday. Remember, your thesis is not your hook sentence, okay? Your thesis is your most important sentence, not the sentence that hooks the reader. And we also need to remember that since we are informing, it needs to be mostly written in third person. So you're not using the word I, okay? You're going to be using he, she, okay, words like that, people, third person types of words there. All right, so like I said, today we're focusing on our introduction. Like you guys did, most of you did a great job with your organizers. So you're gonna be using, you can pull up your organizers today to help you, okay? Because a lot of you guys put a lot of detail in those organizers, so now your essay writing is actually gonna be quite simple. So today we're gonna focus on the introduction. Remember, every introduction in any essay is to hook our reader and clearly state our thesis, okay? So this kind of gives us our 4 things that we need to include in our introduction. So our first thing, we're going to start with a question or fact about the topic that grabs the reader's attention, okay? So remember, the topic of this essay is ways we could stay positive during the coronavirus. So you might want to start with a fact or something about the coronavirus, because I'm sure many of you have heard many different facts, or just kind of a question about it that's going to grab the reader's attention. Okay, then you're going to clearly state your thesis. So a lot of you yesterday, I commented on your thesis, okay, said it's a great thesis, or I gave you some feedback on what you needed to change. So after you hook your reader, then you're going to clearly state your thesis. Again, it's going to tell the reader clearly what you're writing about, okay? And then you're going to state your 3 body paragraph reasons that you came up with in that organizer in a well-written sentence. And finally, you're just going to wrap up your introduction, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to model mine today, okay? And like I said, I've showed you kind of my reasons in my organizer. So I'm going to use my organizer to help me, as you should use your organizer to help you, okay? So remember, this is kind of my organizer, okay? Again, our topic for everybody is ways we can stay positive and have a positive attitude during the coronavirus. Please make sure, because there were a couple of you who were telling me about the coronavirus, okay? The essay is not on the coronavirus. It's on ways we can stay positive during the coronavirus, okay? So now I'm gonna follow my steps that I just went through in my introduction, and I'm going to write my introduction. So remember, the first thing I need to do is hook my reader with either a fact or a question, okay? So this is going to kind of be my question. I'm going to say, did you know that the coronavirus first appeared in the country of China late last year? Okay. So I'm going to start with this because this is something that just a fact that I've learned about the coronavirus. And again, we are referencing the coronavirus in our essay, so it's okay to include a brief fact or question there about it. Okay. So did you know that the coronavirus first appeared in the country of China late last year? Okay. So this is hooking my reader because my reader starts asking questions. Well, maybe they didn't know that. Well, really? I wonder when it appeared. I wonder why it appeared in China. Okay. So now your reader is interested. Now, my second thing is I'm going to write my thesis, okay? So if I commented and said your thesis was great or you tweaked it, this is where you're just gonna go back to your organizer. And you can see this is my thesis here. So the coronavirus is a trying time throughout the world, but there are many things people can do to keep a positive attitude during this uncertain time, okay? So if I told you yours was good, you could just actually rewrite this sentence in your essay as long as it makes grammatical sense. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna actually just copy and paste mine right in there. Okay, so the coronavirus is a trying time throughout the world, but there are many things people can do to keep a positive attitude during this uncertain time in history. Okay, so I've referenced the coronavirus, but I've also said that in my essay, I'm going to be talking about how we're going to keep a positive attitude during this time. Okay, please make sure that is what your essay is about, and that's what you clearly state to your reader. Okay, next I'm going to need to put my 3 reasons. Okay, so let me look at my thesis just kind of see how I want to grammatically phrase this. So people could do to keep a positive attitude during this uncertain time in history. Okay, so now I'm going to state my reason. I'm going to say people can choose to, now let me go back to my choose to stay active, encourage others, or avoid negativity. Stay active, encourage others. You can choose to stay active, encourage others, and avoid negativity during these months. Okay, now there are my 3 reasons. And the last thing I need to do is I need to end my introduction. Okay, so kind of wrap up my introduction. Okay, so I have people could choose to stay active, encourage others, and avoid negativity during these months. Okay, staying positive is the key when dealing with the coronavirus. Okay. So now I have ended that. Remember, I want to reread my essay just to make sure my introduction makes sense and it has all those elements. Did you know that the coronavirus first appeared in the country of China late last year? Hooking my reader. The coronavirus is a trying time throughout the world. There are many things people can do to keep a positive attitude during this uncertain time in history. Thesis statement clearly tells my reader I'm talking about ways to stay positive during the coronavirus. Now, my 3 reasons. People can choose to stay active, encourage others, and avoid negativity during these months. Okay. Notice how here I did use that grammar skill that we're talking about, using commas there in a series. And finally, my wrap up, staying positive is the key when dealing with the coronavirus. Okay. All right, so this is a good introduction. Okay, so I'm excited to see yours. Make sure it has all 4 of those elements that are discussed in your notes. So I hope that this was helpful, and I'll see you guys later.